Hello everyone, this is Annabella here. This is a purchase reading for Rebecca, Patricia Armstrong, and Freen Sarocha Chankimha. I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing their names correctly. I'm not familiar with the Thai entertainment industry, but it seems like these are two actresses that work together, and my purchaser expresses particular interest to see if their relationship is more than sisters or best friends. So basically, if they're lovers. I don't know much about them. This is the first time I looked them up, but I do want to say these two girls have so many beautiful pictures together. I saw so many pretty ones and couldn't decide which one to choose for this video. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and see their mutual energy first. Remember, as this is a celebrity tarot reading, the main purpose is for entertainment only. The first card we have here is Six of Cups. This is a lovely card for any relationship. To me, this card indicates something very sweet. However, it is not strong enough to say that their relationship is a romantic relationship, but this indicates a very pure type of emotional connection, just like a child when they like or dislike something, and when they're willing to put their trust into something. It's like that type of energy. For these two girls, I believe they have a very wonderful relationship that stems from the past, or that they have seen or worked together before and continuously coming back to work with each other again. They connect on the emotional aspect. In the picture here, you can see the older kid taking care of the younger one. This might be exactly how Freen and Rebecca's relationship is like as well. They care and want to see each other happy. Two of Wands. From the image on the card, you can see that it looks like this person is holding the world in his hand and feeling determined. I believe this is saying that both girls know that this is a very useful relationship in a way. This card, when it comes to describing two people, it brings a good message relating to cooperation between two partners. You can even see it as if they are each other's world, and that having each other in their life will bring them great successes. But I'm trying to focus on the question if there is actual romance here, and this card doesn't really give off that energy. Ace of Wands. Okay, well, the Ace of Wands can indicate a sexual attraction in all genders. Basically, it describes passion and the physical things. They like to be around each other, they like to work together, they like to keep seeing, being physically close. There is definitely that kind of energy here. But honestly though, I'm at the point where I think potentially they have this really deep, passionate, and emotional connection, and they definitely care about each other. They're close, and that's clear. But I don't see it being at the point that they would label each other as their significant other. I'm not sure I see that in these cards. Page of Cups. This represents children, kids, and when it comes to love, it is at most puppy love or crushes. They are pretty young, right? I had to go check, but 2002 and 1998. Oh geez, they are so young. They still have so much room to grow career-wise. But given their age and this card, I do think at least one of them is being represented here with the Page of Cups. One of them is still more like a child. She isn't scared to express herself, but she seems to be running on pure emotions and passion. I am guessing this would be Rebecca. Knight of Wands. The energy of the Knight of Wands is more mature, but not mature enough to the level of the Queens and Kings. However, because he is from the suits of the Wands, again, he is still someone whose focus is to get things done with lots of passion. This Knight could be representing one of the girls, specifically Freen. So for now, what I see is that they seem closer than friends because there are some kinds of physical attractions, but the energy does make it seem like they're still experiencing life. They're so young, they could still have many interests in other types of relationships out there, but let's see if the cards continue to align as we take a look at their individual feelings towards each other. So now, let's check out Rebecca's feelings towards Freen within this relationship. How does she feel about Freen? Five of Wands. I see this as Rebecca fighting for Freen's attention for some reason, because when this card shows up as a feeling, it means this person has their eye on the other person and wants to fight off any other people just so that their person of interest would only have attention on them. In this case, Rebecca, she herself wants all of Freen's attention, which is kind of strange and interesting to see. In a way, this card could also represent competition, the two girls competing with each other, but it's a friendly, fun type of competition. Ace of Wands. Again, there is this passion, this card appearing on Rebecca's spread. So now we know that she seems to be the one with more of this physical attraction. She could be clingy, I'm guessing, if this is her feeling towards Freen. She really enjoys being around Freen. I do think that when it comes to something romantic, the Ace of Wands is a necessary ingredient to have. But again, I associate actual romantic relationship with the Ace of Cups much more than Ace of Wands. But honestly, I see her fitting into that Page of Cups perfectly. Ace of Wands at least would mean Rebecca really wants to have more opportunity to work with Freen. Page of Wands. Honestly though, towards Freen, Rebecca has so much Wands energy. This is already the third wand. This Page of Wands here is again a kid on his way exploring the world. It makes me curious if, because of all of these feelings and physical attraction that Rebecca has towards Freen right now, means that Rebecca is interested in exploring and seeing how things could potentially go with Freen. What I see in this card here is a kid exploring his sexuality, exploring his actual feelings, and trying to distinguish real emotions versus emotions that could come out while acting. I just feel like this girl is so young. There is so much to explore still. Seven of Cups, which makes sense because it leads us to this card. Choices. Head in the cloud, imagination. What is she trying to imagine? What is she trying to choose? What are the options? I see some good cups, but there are also cups with snakes and lizards, so not all choices are good. What this basically means is she's still on the fence and is still unsure of her feelings. Maybe all she knows right now is that she wants to see Freen more and isn't really sure or made much thought about anything else. This is her only cup card as well, so there aren't any other clear emotions coming from her. Wheel of Fortune. But you see, for Rebecca, Freen is this Wheel of Fortune, a faithful encounter, destiny. The Wheel of Fortune can predict that things will happen in cycles, so it is possible that no matter what options Rebecca chooses in the Seven of Cups, maybe the Wheel of Fortune will take her back to Freen at the end. But I do believe Rebecca's feelings for Freen are really strong, but in a way, she may not really understand her emotions. But as this is a card that represents faith, there could be future potential, But honestly, still, as of right now, I think it's best to have Rebecca sort out her feelings first. Like the Seven of Cups, there are so many future potentials. It's best to stay grounded, and if you guys love the girls, love them logically. Lastly, let's take a look at Freen's feelings towards Rebecca. Now, I'm sure Freen is like that Knight of Wands, and I'm curious how that would be represented. Page of Pentacles. Honestly, this is the first Pentacle card we have in this whole spread. As a Page of Pentacles, this card doesn't really carry many romantic messages. As this is how Freen see Rebecca, there's no negative feeling, but I definitely don't see love. Almost more like a younger sister vibe. This page has one coin in his hand. He is trying to figure out what to do with it. So to me, this could be what Freen is thinking, that the relationship she has with Rebecca is more on the terms of a business relationship. Ace of Swords. I really think Freen is the calmer one out of the two, more mature, because her cards are less messy. It seems very clear and direct and more logical. With the Ace of Swords, she means business, as she seems to already have solid plans for this relationship. And I really think it has to do with work, because the next card is again another Pentacle card. Eight of Pentacles. I find it very interesting how up until now a lot of the cards are wands, even in the first spread. Even though I believe the Knight of Wands is Freen, her feeling towards Rebecca doesn't have any wands. It makes me wonder if her passion is more on the character, the play, the work, and not Rebecca herself. But I do get that Freen knows how to properly interact with Rebecca. She knows how to deal with Rebecca's need and is a very nice senior. I am assuming senior because she is older. Almost like Freen has Rebecca's all sussed out. Honestly, not in a bad way. Clearly, no bad intention here. A very much older sister vibe, and it's clear in Freen's cards that there are no actual romantic feelings from her to Rebecca. Nine of Cups. It seems like this is the only cup card Freen has towards Rebecca, though it does indicate that she is happy and feels fulfilled with her relationship with Rebecca. This man here is sitting on a stage. He knows he is acting, and he is more worried about his own happiness. So what that means is, if being with Rebecca makes Freen happy and successful, she will be there. Now that I think about it, I do think Freen could sometimes feel like she is hot and cold towards Rebecca, seeing the cards here, because she sometimes can be logical and then sometimes she wants to enjoy the company. The Fool. Having the Fool as Freen's last card is quite interesting, because if you take a look at the Fool is gender neutral. We don't know if this person is a woman or a man. I feel like along with the Hangman representing someone who sees things in a different view, these are great cards to help me identifying the LGBT readings. But to me, the Hangman is more on a serious note, as it would convey a very clear message. On the other hand, the Fool is young, still experiencing. I don't know Freen, but from the cards, I suspect she is bisexual, right? She might have had a boyfriend before. Either way, there is not a clear indication of a romantic relationship. The Fool, for Freen, shows me that she doesn't have any ill intention, finds Rebecca really fun and cute, but doesn't look like she would be settling down anytime soon with Rebecca. This is still a journey for both of them to explore their emotions. I know I made a lot of explanations throughout the reading. I hope I'm not being too confusing. The way I read is literally the way I think about the cards. But let me help out by giving an explanation. In conclusion, what I conclude from this relationship is that the two girls are very close. They are attached at the hip. because of their physical attractions. However, both of them are still so young. They are still on the journey of understanding their emotions. This tells me that there is no way they are currently together in a romantic relationship. What they have is purely physical and work. I definitely think they do care for each other. They may even be closer than a typical sister or best friend relationship, but again, I would be logical in shipping them as none of the cards scream romantic love at me. Before I end, I want to give a special thank to my purchaser for bringing me this reading. As this is a purchase reading, this reading will not be monetized. Remember that tarot is based on energy, and as the interpreter of these energies, I may not be 100% accurate. Please remember to be logical, have an open mind, and keep yourself grounded with the information. If you're interested in buying a reading from me, please check out my description for my contact information or visit my Etsy store, annabellatarot.etsy.com. I also accept payment and donations via PayPal. For pricing, please see my channel's description. Feel free to leave your requests in the comments, but I will prioritize purchase readings and most popular requests that fit my interests. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a nice day and see you next time.